So 3D Bootcamp is sort of meant as a better way of being introduced to 3D than one normally would. Because in the age of YouTube and Facebook and everybody trying to monetize learning online, it's hard to actually learn because you're just watching a video, there's no actual help. Yeah, so my name is Kjell Bruno and I'm a teacher at Cada Trumax. I'm educated from Cada Trumax myself and have been working in the industry for 2 years before coming back to teach. And with 3D Bootcamp, we go in and we give you a teacher who's hands-on with you at your first session. What we kind of want to do is have people have their first experience with us at the bootcamp in Blender or in ZBrush Core Mini to experience it and then be able to take the experience they have from here and then also work on it at home. 3D Bootcamp is for everybody who is interested in taking their first steps in 3D, but you don't know where to start, or you watched a YouTube video and that YouTube video sort of just confused you more than it helped. So 3D Bootcamp is very much for anybody who feels like a helping hand while taking your first few steps would be nice. In the courses we have planned, we are going to be working in the software called Blender. And Blender is a free open source software for 3D and animation, all this, that is really good for beginners. But in the end, the software doesn't really matter. Because if you know 3D, the software is just about like learning where are the shortcuts in that one. And inside Blender, we're going to be working to start with some simple objects, just making a barrel, making a ship, making a axe and a shield, some few like objects that are Nordic inspired, but sort of generic enough that anybody can look at it and know what it is. In the ZBrush mini course, it's a version of ZBrush that is incomplete, but it works well enough if people need to learn it and not get overwhelmed by the program itself. And in ZBrush Core Mini, we're going to be making 4 dragon busts, so just the head, inspired by various real life animals. And we're going to be making these specifically to get familiar with the tools that are available to anybody who owns or who downloads ZBrush Core Mini. And I'm going to be teaching some of the techniques I use when I sculpt, and some of the techniques that can be useful if you are trying out sculpting for the first time. What do you focus on? Where should you be putting your attention? Where do you start? How do the tools work? And all these things, because there's no manual. You're not going to be told how these things work unless somebody takes the time and tells you. And that's what I feel like I'm doing for you. I'm looking forward to taking you on your first steps in 3D, and I cannot wait to see you and the work you make at the bootcamp.